EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Haskins with a run to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Haskins trying to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Patriots take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Open man is Kendrick Bourne, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Let's go. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings that 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, touchdown, Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
The score, Patriots 10, 49ers 9.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On play action, Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The Niners in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 44, Lance into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down, they'll stick with Haskins. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins.
Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They run it again with Haskins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready, play.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Option play. Here's Haskins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Ready?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 23-yard run. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Lance now on 1st down. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A final shot before break. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Ready?
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Haskins on the counter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the gun, Haskins.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I love the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Another run for Haskins.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They'll run here with Haskins.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Hassan Haskins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
They'll begin with a give to Haskins.
And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers.
Hassan Haskins.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and goal from the 1. Will try going up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll give it to Chubb.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression?